During the custody hearing, my ex's lawyer pulled out a photo and said, "Can you explain why you were at this location on March 15th? I've never seen that place in my life." The photo showed a woman who looked exactly like me standing outside some rundown motel in what appeared to be the middle of nowhere. Same hair, same build, same jacket I owned. My lawyer grabbed my arm under the table. "What is this?" she whispered. I couldn't answer because I genuinely had no idea. Dominic sat across from me with this smug expression I knew too well. He'd worn it every time he'd won an argument during our marriage. His lawyer kept going. "Your Honor, this photo was taken on March 15th at 2 a.m. My client's children were home alone while their mother was at this location known for illegal activity." The judge looked at me like I was already guilty. I started sweating through my blouse. "That's not me," I said. "I was home that night. I'm always home with my kids." Dominic's lawyer pulled out more photos. Same woman, same motel, different nights. March 8th, March 22nd, April 3rd, all time stamped between midnight and 4 a.m., all supposedly proving I was an unfit mother who abandoned her children to meet strangers at seedy motels. My lawyer called for a recess. In the hallway, she asked me point blank if I was lying. I showed her my phone's location history. Every single night those photos were supposedly taken. My phone was at home. "Someone is setting me up," I said. She didn't look convinced, which terrified me even more than the photos. The hearing continued, and Dominic's lawyer brought out credit card statements showing purchases at gas stations near that motel. My name, my card number. I checked my wallet with shaking hands. All my cards were physically there. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept staring at copies of those photos my lawyer had given me. The woman really did look exactly like me. Same mole on her neck, same way she stood with her weight shifted to her left foot, same nervous habit of tucking hair behind her right ear. Then I noticed something that made my stomach drop. In one photo, she was wearing my grandmother's ring, the antique emerald ring I'd lost 6 months ago. The ring I'd assumed had fallen down the bathroom drain when I was washing dishes. I called my sister Gemma at 2 a.m. "I need you to check something," I said. "Remember when I stayed at your place in February for Mom's birthday weekend?" "Yeah, why? Was Dominic ever alone in the house while I was there?" She went quiet for a long time. "He stopped by to drop off some of the kids' stuff. I left him inside for maybe 20 minutes while I ran to grab groceries. He said he'd wait. 20 minutes. That's all he needed to go through my jewelry box, my closet, my personal things." The next morning, I drained what was left of my savings and hired a private investigator. Within 3 days, he found her. Renata Volkov, professional impersonator who specialized in insurance fraud, but had recently branched out to family court cases. The investigator discovered that Dominic had paid her $12,000 over 4 months. He'd given her my clothes, my jewelry, my stolen credit card. He'd coached her on how I walked, how I stood, how I tilted my head when I was thinking. He'd shown her videos of me from our marriage so she could study my mannerisms. The investigator found text messages between them planning every single photo. "Make sure you're at the motel by 1 a.m. Park where the camera catches the license plates. Wear the ring and the blue jacket." There was even a message where Dominic told her to gain 8 pounds, so her body type would match mine more closely. We brought everything to an emergency court session. Renata was arrested that afternoon. Dominic was charged with fraud, conspiracy, and evidence tampering. The judge threw out his custody modification request entirely and awarded me full custody with supervised visitation only. She also referred him for criminal prosecution and recommended he lose all unsupervised access to our children indefinitely. After the ruling, Dominic tried to approach me in the parking lot. His face was red and his hands were shaking. "I just wanted more time with my kids," he said. "Like that justified destroying my entire life and reputation." "No," I said, backing toward my car. "You wanted to destroy me. You wanted to take everything. There's a difference." I got in my car and drove home to my children. That night, my daughter asked why Daddy wasn't coming over anymore. I told her that sometimes people make choices that have consequences, and Daddy made some choices that mean he needs to take a break from visits for a while. She nodded like she understood, and maybe at 7 years old she understood more than I gave her credit for.